Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Solvespace. And in this video we are going to see how to work with sketches and how to work with sketches and add constraint. So extremely important in Solvespace because the base of this software is this. So create sketches and work with constraint. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. You can also let likes on the video. First link on the description, the complete course Solvespace is available. So if you want to perfectly master this software step by step with a course structure, everything is on the first link on the description. You will see the models, the session, a lot of hours of training content. Second link on the description, the website in link with these YouTube channels. Here you can discover a lot of graphic software, amazing graphic software, a lot of are free, open source, sometimes paid, but when it's a paid software, it is very affordable. And in the second link on the description, you will see the website with all the training courses. So let's start with sketches and constraint. So to create sketch, you can use different tools here. And on this area, you can add different constraints. So for example, something that I'm going to do first is to select my rectangle and create a rectangle in the center. At the same time, I will add, for example, a line, and I will create a line here. And I'm going to drag and move another like this, and like this with right click to stop this line. So if you want to add constraint, you have different options on this area. And by default, when, for example, you create a rectangle, you have vertical and horizontal constraint by default. Vertical and horizontal constraint. It means if I drag and move, I can keep vertical and horizontal. If I select this line, I can use, for example, a dimension. But something that I can do also is to click on this line, apply horizontal, click on this line, apply vertical. And you can also apply more elements. For example, you can put an angle, select two lines, activate this, and I can define the angles that I want, for example, on this area. And after that, each time when you add a different constraint, you drag and move, you will be able to work depending on what you choose. You can, for example, have other type of constraint. If I select a line, I can press escape. If I create another one, just on this direction, and I'm going to delete this one, I want to have two lines parallel. I can click on this one, and I can just select parallel. So I can go here, and we have to be parallel. And if I drag and move this one, or if I drag and move this one, oops, I think I have another line here. If I drag and move this point, as you can see, we can keep parallel. So something that I'm going to show you, it is a concrete example. I'm going to select all the elements and press delete. We're going to press W to perfectly be on the work plane X, Y work plane. After to do this work, I can move a little bit, and I will just create an element. I can use my line tools, and I can start to this point. And I will do something like this. So by default, you have horizontal lines. Here I have vertical by default, but if you are not close, for example, just like this, it will be different. So I'm just going to show you the principle. I will do something like that, and I will continue with on this direction. Here, voluntary, I don't apply any constraint first to show you how it works. So I created something like that. Now I'm going to clean all these elements with quality constraint. So what I'm going to do, first I will apply horizontal constraint. To apply horizontal constraint, you click on a line, horizontal. You click on a line, horizontal. Even if you have close of horizontal, automatically the constraint will be applied when, for example, you create a line. I can click here, horizontal, click here and horizontal. So now we have horizontal constraint on all this area. Now let's apply vertical constraint. So here I have already vertical. Can click on this area vertical, click here, vertical, click here, vertical, and click here, vertical. Click here also, and vertical. So already it starts to be better. Now if I drag and move this element, as you can see, we have the freedom to drag and move this different point because we don't have any value. So something that I'm going to do, first I'm going to go on this area, and voluntarily I will increase here. It's to enter value on the left. So I can just click on this line and go on this area and enter a value. Let's type, for example, 120. After I will click here and enter a value. Let's apply, for example, 60. Then I can click on this line, enter a value. Let's apply 60 also. Click on this line, enter a value. Let's apply maybe, yes, 40. Let's click on this line, enter a value. Let's work with maybe, let's work with 20, yes, 30, it's okay. And I will click on this line, enter a value. And let's work with, 30 also. And let's click on this one. And this one, if we have 120 here, and this one, automatically we will have a value. So I can click here. I'm going to click on this area. And yes, click on this line first, value, and automatically we have this value. Just like this. I think something is wrong. I'm going to click here and delete. I can drag and move this print, drag and move this print. So here we have 120, 60. I think the print is not located perfectly in the middle. Yes, I'm going to apply a value of 30. Perfect. So now if I want to do the same thing on this area, I have two options. The first option, I repeat this process using constraint distance. Or something that you can do is just to apply the equal value. So it means you have here constraint equal length. And because I have already my dimension here, I can do the same thing on the right with equal length. I can click on this line, and I activate equal, just like that. And just something looks little wrong. I'm going to come back. So why it is like this? I will drag and move this print, I'm going to click on this one, and just activate the constraint equal. Yes, now it's worked properly. Now I'm going to click on this line, and click on this line, and work with equal also. Click on this line, and work with equal. Click on this one and this one, equal. Click on this one and this one, equal. And click on this one and this one, equal. Automatically I have redundant constraint, I can validate. And by default, if I click on this one and this one, it will be the same by default. And now, if you want to drag any print, it's definitely not possible for a simple reason that we don't have the freedom. We won't have the freedom to do this because we have vertical constraint, horizontal constraint, we have the value here, and we have the equal constraint. So this is how you can work with constraint. So definitely it's very important to master these different elements. You have also other type of constraint. Something extremely important is now I can, for example, create an extrusion. I can click here, extrude. And the constraint will work also when, for example, you want to enter a value of your extrusion. You can click on this line, extrude. And if I want, for example, 120, I can extrude with 120. And I created this element, just like that. So this is how you can start with a constraint. I wanted to show you also the symmetry constraint. So every time when you want to center, you have, for example, a rectangle, you want to center just like this, you select a first point, this point, the line in the middle, and you activate this one, and you select this point, and the line in the middle, and you activate this one. And thanks to that, you can be perfectly in the middle, as you can see. So you can drag and move, you will stay in the middle. And it works for different things. You can create line and activate horizontal, vertical, anything that you want, just here. Don't forget each time to select just the elements that you need. You can click here, vertical, just like that. You can also enter angles if you need. So I can go just, oops. So it's okay for that. We are going to stop here for this video. If you like this video, subscribe and continue to follow me. First link on the description, the complete course Solvespace is available. So if you want to perfectly master the different features of Solvespace, it is on the first link on the description. Concretely, what you will be able to see, you will see all the features are explained, all the tools are explained step by step, all the constraints are explained step by step, all the modeling tools are explained step by step. We have also other things explained, and at the end of the course, different training sessions to create parts. So everything is on the first link on the description. Second link on the description, you will see the website. And this website, it is just like an online school. So it means you have a list of different courses if you want to learn 3D modeling, CAD software, animation software, anything like this, photo editing software. You have a lot of training courses to perfectly master depending on what you need. And for the next one on these channels, see you. Ciao, ciao.